Hey everyone, Michael Makrowitz with Coldwell Banker Realty wanted to bring you a housing market update for March of 2023. Based on how competitive the market felt in March, I was expecting a big jump in the median sales price. I was not disappointed. We saw the median sales price in Santa Clara County go to $1,428,500. That is 12.6% higher than it was in February. And that's for single family homes, townhouses, and condos. There was also a 68% increase in the number of sales month over month. So we're seeing a lot more homes starting to go into escrow. But where are prices, relative to last year, we're still 10.8% less than what we were last March. That, although, was one of the most competitive months of any year that we've had in the Bay Area. But prices right now are about to where they were last August. And that was kind of halfway through that big price adjustment. We started to see it last April. Prices dropped really quickly over the next 3 to 4 months before they kind of leveled out towards the end of the year. I've commented in the past about looking at these leading indicators, trying to figure out where is the market headed. And when I say that, I'm referring to the number of homes that are on the market, that's inventory, the average days on market, that's the length of time from when a home goes on the market to when they accept an offer, and interest rates. All three of these indicators tie in pretty strongly together. Inventory has continued to be extremely low for this time of year, and that is in due large part to how much the interest rates have gone up. And with homes selling more quickly than they have in the last 12 months, we're not giving ourselves a lot of time to replenish that inventory that's selling. So that's keeping the inventory pretty flat. So looking at inventory for March, we had 1.1 months of inventory, meaning if no new properties came on the market, that's how long it would take before every single property is sold. Tying in days on market, that was 25 days in March. So not the really aggressive 11 days on market that we saw last March, but it is 10 days faster than what we saw in January and February of this year. Interest rates, I think, are having the biggest impact. A lot of homeowners are not anxious to sell and lose their 3% or less 30-year fixed mortgage to try to get something similar and pay more than double that. So because of that, many of the sellers that I'm seeing right now, I guess, are kind of similar to the ones I've seen the last 6 to 8 years, which is they're selling because they're retiring out of the area or they're following kids to where they may have moved to. I do have a number of clients that are selling for reasons other than that, and some people need more space. Some people have liquidated their real estate holdings here to reinvest in real estate wherever they move to. But mostly I think it is people moving to retire to follow kids, or kids selling once the parents have passed. Now, the serious buyers are still out there. They are looking, and they are finding that the competition is fairly significant on most properties. This is all due to that low inventory. I did look up out of curiosity what the average list price is this March compared to last. It's interesting to see that it's 4.2% higher than it was last March. I think a lot of sellers are still mentally looking back to last year and really hoping for those prices. I'm sorry, we're not going to have that big of a market correction and see prices bounce back that quickly. Since last July, the list price and what it ultimately sells for have been pretty close. Last March, we were seeing homes actually listed for quite a bit less and selling for quite a bit more. As we progress through the spring and the summer, I think we're going to continue to see prices rise, as I expect inventory is going to stay pretty low. Obviously, still need to track some of these other factors that could impact our real estate market, things like inflation and jobs, interest rates, and now I'm reading a lot more articles about the commercial real estate world. These might cause some issues that could transfer over to the residential real estate world. For the moment, prices seem to be pretty stable. They're on the rise, and inventory is not going to do any dramatic increase anytime soon. So what does that mean for sellers? For the most part, you're in the driver's seat. You're not going to have a lot of competition. There's likely going to be multiple offers on your property, especially if it's priced correctly. And while you're not going to get that March of 2022 price, you're still going to do really well. Buyers, be prepared that the competition is going to be pretty significant. We're getting to the time of year where there's going to be more properties coming on the market. There's going to be more options, but there's also going to be more competition. I know it's hard to look back a year and see how much lower interest rates were, but it is what it is, and you just have to plan accordingly. So hopefully that brings you up to speed for March, and I'm going to be doing hopefully a better job about getting an April housing market update to you earlier in the month, just so we can keep context moving forward and try to know exactly where this market's headed so that you can plan accordingly. And with that planning, if you want to have a conversation with me, either in person over Zoom, and talk things out, reach out. Let's put a time together.